Alright, so this is the first High School Hoops 2K21 MyNBA simulation. This MyNBA has custom rules that I set up. There's no foul outs because of the benches. Some teams have benches. Most of the top teams have benches. Majority of teams don't because of the lack of information on the internet. I already went over this before. You have 30-second shot clocks just like in high school. You got 8-minute quarters just like in high school. The conferences are East and West, but the playoff format, I changed it. They allow you to change that. So the playoff format right now is, regardless of the conference, you could play each other in the first round of the playoffs. So if you have the best record in the East, you can play a team from the West in the first round. So it's pretty dope that they allow you to change that. I'm going to be controlling my Verde during the simulation, but I'm going to be scrolling through each team to show you their stats throughout the season. Let me go through all the teams that I have on the roster. So let me go to the NBA standings. So we got the Camden Panthers, the Hamilton Chargers, Hillcrest Prep, Crusaders, Calhoun Tigers, Compass Prep, Cal, IMG Academy, Prolific Prep, Roller Meadows, Sandy Creek, got the Panthers, Lake Norman Storm, the Ensworth Tigers, Sunrise, Hoop Nation, the Prep Ball, Red Hawks, Oak Hill, I School, Long Beach. You got BFL Prep, Arenado, Montverde, Westtown, Sierra Canyon, and those are all the teams on the high school roster. So let's go back. I'm going to simulate at least 20 something games, and then we get to look over some of the wins and losses and check out how the stats are looking. So I'm going to simulate all the way to at least, where's All-Star? I'm going to simulate a week before All-Star. Simulate to February 20th. Simulate through date. So Montverde right now only has 5 losses. 6 losses now. 29, 30, and 8 through 38 games. So let's check out some notable losses and wins. So they started the season off 2-0. They destroyed Amani Bates' team. Let's see the box score for this. So Amani Bates only had 16-7. Jalen Duran had 19-9 with 6 blocks. It's a huge game. They played IMG Academy and lost by 7. Caleb Houston went off. Wow, he had 26-12 with 3 blocks. He's going to Michigan next year. You got Eric Daly Jr. at 14-5. Bradley at 12-5. So it's a pretty balanced game. Let's go to another game. They destroyed Mikey Williams' team. And Caleb Houston went off again, 36-5, 8 for 12, well 8 for 10 from 3. Jalen Duran, another double-double. Mikey Williams only at 18-5. He shot 8 for 15 from the field. All right, so let's now check the standings. So the standings, IMG's right now in first place with 32-6. Sunrise is 32-8. Montverde is 30-8. Arenado's 26-14. Compass Prep is 25-15. Sierra Canyon 24-14. Sandy Creek 22-15. Oak Hill's 21-18. Let's see if there's any surprise teams. So the surprise teams are Chet Holmgreen's team is 18-20. Amani Bates' team is struggling. They're 17-20. Hillcrest is struggling. These rest of these teams, I'm not surprised they're 8-29. They don't have no one on that team but JD Davison. Same with this team. All they have is Max Christie. So the big surprises have to be these 3 teams right here. Red Hawks, Monty Bates' team, Hillcrest, I guess you could say Westtown. they're supposed to be a top team. So, all right, so let's check out the league leaders. Season stats, league leaders. So right now, leading the league in scoring is J.D. Davison. I'm not surprised. He's the only one on his team, so he's probably chucking up shots. He's averaging 24 and 10 rebounds, which is pretty realistic because in real life, he's averaging like 10 rebounds. He's not a center or nothing, but he's grabbing every rebound in real life. He's shooting 20 times per game. He's chucking up 11 threes a game. He's only shooting 33% from 3, 67 from free throw line. You got Patrick Baldwin, 23. Jabari Smith averaging 23. Mikey Williams, Amani Bates, Max Christie, Scott Clark, DJ Wagner, Paolo Banchero, and then Peyton Watson to round out the top 10 in scoring so far through 38 games. All right, so now let's simulate all the way to All-Star. So, simulate through date. So let's check to see if any of the standings changed now. Let's go back to the standings. So now Montverde skyrocketed from, I believe they were third before in the standings, or fourth. Now they're 45 and 10. IMG is right behind them, 1 game behind them for the best record in the league. Sunrise Christian with Kennedy Chandler still there at third. So you can see that the top teams are now separating themselves. DJ Wagner's carrying his team. Mikey Williams is still holding on. Jabari Smith and Sandy Creek Patriots. This is a surpriser team. I did not expect Sandy Creek to make it this far. They don't really have a good squad besides their 5-star player. Anyone else? So Oak Hill is creeping up. Chet Holmgreen now has his team above 500. MyNBA's team still struggling. Still 2 games under 500. So let's check the league leaders again. J.D. Davison still leading the league in scoring. So this looks pretty similar to before. No. Dior Johnson is now in the top 10. Trevor Keels is in the top 10. Let's check the top 15. So Peyton Watson dropped. Jaden Hardy now is averaging 19. Banchero dropped. Chet Holmgreen is averaging close to 19 points, almost 14 rebounds, and 2.4 blocks. Wow. Keontae George is up here as well to round out the 15. DJ Wagner is averaging 21, 3 and 3. Shoot 38 from the field, or from the 3-point line. Monty Bates, 37 from the 3-point line. I know you guys are probably looking at the ratings now. The highest rated player on my roster is an 85. But remember, 2K added the boom or bust feature in this game. So I adjusted that. So a lot of these players are boosting up and dropping depending on the player that I edited. So you can see Patrick Baldwin, he's in, I believe, an 84 or 85. He's now an 86. J.D. Davison, I believe, is 81, 82. Now he's an 83. So guys are going up. Mikey Williams stood the same so far this season. He's still stuck at an 84. DJ Wagner is still 84. So some players are going up, some players are going down. Jaden Hardy went up. Paolo Banchero went up. So that's a pretty dope feature that 2K has. It's random. You can set it up that you want a guy to skyrocket, but as you can tell, it doesn't usually go as planned. Some players are just staying still. Mikey Williams, I have his boom up, so I'm surprised he's not going up. All right, so let's go back to the All-Star game. I'm gonna simulate the 3-point and dunk contest. Let me see who's in the 3-point contest. So Jaden Hardy made it. Jabari Smith, Patrick Baldwin, Kelly Scott Clark, Max Clark. All right, so those are the top 3-point shooters this season. Let's go to the dunk contest. So J.D. Davison, A.J. Griffin, Kendall Brown, and Mikey Williams made a slam dunk contest. So let's check out the box score. 84-81. So these are the players who made it to the All-Star game. Chet Holmgren went off, 19 points. Patrick Baldwin at 16 and 8. So Patrick Baldwin was the MVP of this game, I'm assuming. Alright, so now let's start simulating more games. Let's see how this season unfolds. I'm going to simulate to May 16th. When does this season end? I'm going to simulate to May 8th, actually. The season ends May 29th. I'm going to simulate right here. Simulate due date. So Montverde just lost a couple games. They're 58-14 right now. Let's go to the standings. So now they're a game and a half in first place. They clinch the playoff spot. IMG clinch. Arenado clinch. AZ Campus Prep. So this right here is pretty realistic. These are the top teams in high school basketball. Now let's go down. Obviously this team's gonna be here because of the players they have. They got Paolo Banchero. He's gonna carry. Mikey Williams. You got Sierra Canyon, Lamari Bailey, Bronny James. You got Old Hill Academy, Prolific Prep. So now Amani Beats team is now 3 games over 500. They're fighting for a playoff spot. And Chet Holmgren's team is a game under 500 now. So yeah, I'm curious to see who's gonna make these final spots. Let's check out the stats. League leaders. So it looks like J.D. Davison is holding on to this scoring title. Patrick Baldwin and Martin Bates is still there. So this is pretty much the same as before. Did anyone jump? No, it looks pretty much the same. Let's check the award races because I didn't check that. Let me find out where you checked that. I believe it's League News. Alright, so let's check the award. Right now, the most valuable player is down to Paolo Banchero, Jalen Duran, Chet Holmgren. Wow, Jarris Walker's up here. He's only averaging 12 and 8. They have one of the top teams, so I'm not surprised. That's pretty random. Jaden Hardy's up here. Rookie of the year, I don't even know why this is a thing. Every player on here is considered a rookie, so I'm going to skip that. 6th man of the year. You're only going to see players from the top teams because those are the only teams with bench players. Defensive player of the year, Chet Holmgren. He's averaging 2.4 blocks. Jalen Duran. Musa's averaging 1.7. AJ Griffin. So this is pretty realistic. All right, so I'm curious to see who wins it here. My guess, I'm thinking it's going to be Paolo Banchero, but we'll see. He's averaging 19, 13, 2 assists, and 1.6 blocks. Could be Chet, but his team is not doing as good. All right, let's back out. Let's go back into League News. Let's go to Season Awards. So this is showing us Player of the Week, Player of the Month. Yeah, I'm going to go to Player of the Month. So Player of the Month in December was Patrick Baldwin, J.D. Davison. January was Jabari Smith and Paolo Banchero. February, AJ Griffin, Chet Holmgren. March was Patrick Baldwin and J.D. Davison. April, Max Christie and Paolo Banchero. So, like I said, Paolo Banchero is most likely going to be the MVP. He won 2 Player of the Months. Chet Holmgren only won 1. J.D. Davison is not in the MVP race because his team is not doing good. And I didn't see Patrick Baldwin there either, but who knows? We'll see. So it could be either Patrick Baldwin, even though I didn't see him in the race, or Paolo Banchero, if I had to guess. All right, let's simulate the rest of the season. Simulate regular season. Like I predicted, Paulo Banchero wins MVP, so this is pretty realistic. He averaged 19.4 points, 13.9 rebounds. And remember, this is in 8-minute quarters. 2.5 assists. Shot 36 from 3, 70 from the free throw line. Let's check out the other awards. Rookie of the Year, obviously it's going to be him. It's the same thing. Sixth Man of the Year, Jalen Hood from Montverde. Defensive Player of the Year, this is no-brainer. 2.4 blocks per game. 19 points, 13.8 rebounds. Now, I'm curious to see if they made the playoffs. Let's check that. So, NBA first team, J.D. Davison, Dior Johnson, Paulo Banchero, Patrick Baldwin Jr., Chet Holmgren. No Emoni Bates. No Jaden Hardy here. This is weird. All-NBA second team, Max Christie, Jaden Hardy, AJ Griffin, Michael Foster, and Nathan Biddle from Prolific Prep. So, wow, Emoni Bates didn't make none of the All-NBA teams. Mikey Williams made this one. Peyton Watson, Derek Lively. All defensive team, Jaden Davison, Max Christie, Jalen Duran, Chet Holmgren. All right. Joshua Curtis, Doug McDaniel, Foster. All right, let me go back. So these are the teams that made it. Chet Holmgren did make the playoffs as a 6-team seed, so his team barely made it. So you got IMG versus Chet Holmgren. Let's check the standings. So IMG ended up stealing the number 1 seed by 1 game over Montverde. You got Arenado as the 3rd. Sunrise as the 4th seed. Azing Campus, Washington, BFL Prep, Lake Norman, Sierra Canyon, Camden. So the teams that didn't make it, let's see who dropped. So this is pretty realistic. I mean, Paul in real life is a pretty decent team. Westtown's a pretty decent team in real life. Hoop Nation has Dior Johnson. I'm surprised they dropped that much. But Emoni Bates' team made it 42-40. This is the surprise team right here. Sandy Creed with Jabari Smith. They overachieved in my opinion. I made the roster, so I know which team is good, and they're not really that good. He must have carried. Let's go back to now league leaders. I want to see how much he averaged. Season stats, league leaders. So Patrick Baldwin Jr. by 0.1 stole the scoring title from J.D. Davison. So yeah, Jabari Smith carried 22.8 points, 11 rebounds, 1.3 blocks. He shot close to 43% from the three-point line on 8.9 attempts. Wow. Emoni Bates put up numbers, even though he didn't make All-NBA. How did he average 22 points and 5.9 rebounds but didn't make the All-NBA team? Any of them. Max Christie, Mikey Williams, Dior Johnson. Who else? All right, so this is pretty much the same. Trevor Keels went up though. Top 10. All right, so now it's time to simulate some of these games. We're gonna simulate the IMG game versus Chet Holmgren. I'm interested. These are 1-game eliminations, so anything can happen. Let's see what happens. Let me simulate this game. Actually, I think I have to do it in order. I don't know what's the first game. I'll just simulate this round. Simulate the round. So it's showing you the teams that got eliminated. Wow. So IMG made it. Let me check the score for this game. It was close. 64-53. Jarris Walker had 16. Chet Holmgren tried to do as much as he could. He had 22-9. 2 blocks, 4 turnovers. Sierra Canyon lost. They were the 8th seed. They lost to the 9th seed Oak Hill. Let's see the box score for that. Mara Bailey had 16-5. Bronny only had 9. He hit 1 3. 3 for 11 from the field. MJ Rice went off 23-9. AJ Williams also went up 18-7, 8 for 14 from the field. Wow. This is right here the surprise. Amani Bates' team beat AZ Campus Prep, one of the top teams in high school basketball. So Ty Washington did not play well. He shot 6 for 14 from the field. Amani Bates went off 26-7, 9 for 16 from the field, 5 for 11 from the three-point line. Dylan Hunter also went off 16-7. Wow, this is what was the score? Hold on. They won by 1. Wow, 69-68. That's crazy. Sunrise beat Hillcrest Prep. What was the score for that? They destroyed them, 77-50. Damn. So this is just a balanced squad right here. This team is a problem in real life. Michael Foster had a terrible game, 10-10. 3 from 11 from the field. Now let's go all the way to this side. Montverde beat Prolific Prep. Pretty sure it was a blowout. Yep, they won by 13. Balanced game from Montverde. Kamari Lands was the only one that went off. Nathan Biddle played terrible. 1 for 10 from the field, 1 for 7 from the three-point line. Lake Norman beat, wow, Mikey Williams took on DJ Wagner in the first round. If you guys know high school basketball, they have a rivalry. They're both fighting for the number 1 spot in their class. So it's funny how they played in the first round. Mikey Williams went off, 28 points, 5 threes. DJ Wagner had 19.5 assists. They won by 9. Wow. That was a good game. Here we go, another upset right here. Yo, Jabari Smith is on one this season. Paolo Bonchero had 24 and 23 and they lost. They only had 39 points. No one else did anything. Jabari Smith again is carrying this team. Yo, he's going for it. 24 and 11. He had 6 turnovers, but they got the dub. Arenado defeated Sky Williams' team. Sky Clark's team. I said Sky Williams. Sky Clark's team. Frankie Collins went off 28, 5 and 5. Jaden Hardy went off 21, 5 and 5. Sky Clark's team. Yeah, Sky Clark was the only one scoring on his team. Him and his brother. He had 29, but wasn't enough. They got destroyed. So now it's the second round. You got IMG versus Oak Hill. You got Sunrise Christian Academy versus Amani Bates' team. Montverde versus Mikey Williams. You got Arenado versus the Cinderella team, man. Jabari Smith and Sandy Creek. The Cinderella team. All right, so let's simulate. Let's simulate this round. So there we have it. Oak Hill got eliminated. Let's check out the box score for that. Another balanced attack from IMG. IMG is stacked, man. Oak Hill, they put up a fight. They lost by 14. Sunrise versus Amani Bates. Amani Bates lost. They lost by 7. It was closer than I expected. Amani Bates won 19-7. Wasn't enough. Montverde beat Mikey Williams' team. It's not surprising. Won by 11. Caleb Houston went off 28-4. Mikey Williams only had 16-6. Shot terrible from the field, 7 for 19, 2 for 9 from 3. And Arenado finally beat the Cinderella team, finally lost. So let's see the box score for that. Jaden Hardy had 24, 4 for 7 for 3. Jabari Smith had 20 and 13. So he had a good game. He didn't shoot well, but the fact that this team made it all the way to the playoffs and then to the second round is surprising. All right, so here we go. We got the final four is IMG, versus Sunrise Christian Academy. So that's Kennedy Chandler's team. And then you got Montverde versus Arenado. This is going to be a good one. All right, so I'm going to simulate with the Simcast. So it's a close game so far, going through the first. I'm going to end it at the first. All right, so end of the first quarter, Montverde's up 23-19. Let's keep it up now. This is a close game. I'm going to stop it in the fourth. So it is 60-53 in the fourth quarter. Montverde's up. This is a close game. It's a battle of runs right now. You can see Montverde had a run in the first quarter. Arenado had a run in the second. Once again, Montverde takes the big lead in the third. So let's see how this ends up. Let's check out the box score. Jalen Duran at 16-4. Once again, Montverde just doing what they do. They got a stacked squad, so it's just balanced scoring. All right, let's continue the simulation. Let's see who wins this game. It looks like Montverde's pulling away. Yep. Montverde blew him out by 15. So let's check out the box score for that game. Jalen Duran had 24-4. Derek Whitehead 21-5. Yeah, this team is a problem. Jaden Hardy tried. He had 21-6. Frankie Collins 18 points. Will McClendon had 14-5, 4 assists. So now it's IMG versus Sunrise Christian Academy. Let's see who takes on Montverde in the finals. So now let's do a Simcast live again. Actually, no. We're going to do a Simcast just regular. Simulate game. It's very close so far in the first. Back and forth game. Yeah, this is going to go down to the wire in my opinion. IMG's pulling away now. I'm going to stop it in the fourth. All right. 46-42 in the fourth quarter. Balanced scoring from IMG. So let's go back into it. Let's see how this goes. IMG's trying to pull away. Yeah, they pulled away. It's over. Sunrise gets eliminated. Let's back out. Let's check out the box score for that. Jarvis Walker at 15-9. This team is just balanced throughout, so it's hard to beat this team, just like Montverde. Sunrise put up a fight. Kennedy Chandler shot 6 for 17, 1 for 9 for 3. That was it right there. So here we go. As expected, this is realistic right here. IMG versus Montverde for the high school basketball championship. Let's see how this goes. Let's do a Simcast again. Simulate game. Let's see what goes on here. So Montverde's up early. 15. Montverde's pulling away. This is close. Oh, IMG. I'm ending this at half. Continue. All right, so it's 35-28. Montverde's up mid third quarter. Yeah, Montverde blowing them out. It's over. Montverde's destroying that third quarter. 25-18 that third quarter. They won every quarter. It's over. So just like in real life, Montverde is a super team. They destroyed them 74-53. Montverde is the champion.
And they've done it, the new NBA champions.
Well, they did it.
And to the entire organization, they worked together to get right here.
And guys, what a reward for the fan base. I mean, I know one thing. They're going to enjoy this memory for a long time.
Have a wonderful summer.
Derek Whitehead wins final MVP. He averaged 22, 6, and 3. Let's check out the box score. Musa had 15 and 6 rebounds. He had 6 turnovers though. Jaden Bradley had 13 and 6. Caleb Houston, I'm surprised he didn't win MVP. 24 points, 4 for 8 from 3, 22, 6 rebounds. Yeah, this team is stacked. It's impossible to beat this team. If you mess with the video, you mess with this type of video. This is my first time ever doing this, by the way. Leave a like, subscribe if you're not. The high school roster is coming out in a week. It's going to be a MyNBA scenario, so all you have to do is press one button, and this whole thing is set up with the jerseys and everything. You don't need to do anything like previous years where you had to like go through like a whole 10-minute step to set it up. So leave a like, subscribe if you're not. I'll let you guys later. Peace.
Yeah. This vision talk, this is not a cult, these type of